Hi, everybody. It's Mark Walker, Head of Member Services with I4CP with our latest highlights from our weekly talent acquisition meeting. We kicked off today piggybacking off of a poll yesterday from our diversity and inclusion call that was talking about the impact of the escalating tensions following the death of George Floyd. There's no organization that seems to be distanced from this, and we are really focused on ensuring that organizations not only create an internal voice, but are thinking about how it's affecting their communities. We transitioned quickly to a discussion with Tracy Ferry, head of talent acquisition at Lockheed Martin. Tracy's got a very interesting background in several different organizations, but the last 3 years have been focused on how do they deliver value at Lockheed Martin. For those of you who don't know, there's 4 major business units, 100,000, actually 110,000 employees now with global operations, and there is a unique structure in which they not only manage TA from a center standpoint, but they also use a federated model that in their business units they can achieve the significant sourcing and screening of applicants that to date they will hire, I think this year, 17,500 employees. There's a variety of things that Lockheed has been doing significantly to impact not only the global community, but their local communities in which they represent, and really are trying to ensure they take advantage of not only dollars, but their ability to deliver food, gowns, face shields, et cetera. And obviously they have hired almost 5,000 employees since the crisis began. So there's a lot of ways that Lockheed has shared their story. We also transitioned into their talent acquisition strategy and solutions. Tracy was able to give us a backdrop related to the last 3 years of how they have thought about, on the bottom right-hand corner here, innovation and optimization, really how they've leveraged AI and a variety of other technological solutions to drive impact throughout their recruiting process. And when they had to turn on the virtual interviewing, they were able to do it almost at the snap of a finger. The other piece that I would tee up is there was a great discussion around university recruiting and how they are bringing in early career candidates, especially with a lens for diversity and inclusion, so they can really broaden the scope of the talent that they're bringing into the business. One of the other practical discussions that came out of our talk was around how they're rethinking their external recruitment strategies to attract not only a diverse workforce, but a broad skill set. They're really looking at the language at which they are using in their job descriptions and in their external marketing approaches to really impact that diversity slate. We didn't jump into a significant area here, but there is definitely a lane at which they've divided their talent acquisition strategy into the executive talent piece of that, and are ensuring that that all lines up from early, mid, and executive careers. As usual, we dove into a variety of community questions that stemmed around rethinking behavioral interviewing, as well as how are organizations innovating that will not only act for today, but will really think about these processes for tomorrow. Last piece we teed up was really around employee experience and a recent survey that I4CP put into the market. We were fascinated to see that there's a headline around a lack of formal definition of what employee experience looks like in organizations, and that really has challenges around how do we marry the candidate experience to the employee experience if we don't have clarity of definition and clarity of accountability. With that, I'll remind you that there are an amazing set of resources on our Employer Resource Center for you to take advantage of. I hope that you're continuing to engage in the various meetings that we have, the various channels we've created for the different functions across HR, and that you'll reach out to me directly to share any examples that you've had that have worked well as questions that you'd love the community to chime in on. With that, I will leave you, and I hope that you're well.